Hey everyone, I'm going to use this kind of working student to show you how to add an extension called Drawio. If you're in CSIM, this will be using your digital notebook. If you are in Magic of Electrons, I'm putting this video on as well because it's handy to have for drawing circuit diagrams. But you can follow these steps with any Google document that your class has. So you'll start by viewing your assignment. For things like this, you will find an already made document over here in your work that you can click on. We are going to add an add-on. You can do this on a computer or on a Chromebook that will help us to draw for CSIM. It will help us draw flowcharts, and for Magic of Electrons, it will help you draw circuit diagrams if you'd like. So I'm going to go ahead so that I have space to put what I want and scroll down the page in our digital notebook. If you're in CSIM when you're actually doing it, you're going to want to take the time to read the stuff at the beginning as instructed in the video about the lesson. Okay, so to add Drawio, you're going to go up to add-ons and you're going to put get add-ons. I apologize for a little bit of slow there. In the search apps, just put draw.io. Notice there's a version for docs, slides, and sheets. We're going to use mainly the docs one. But you can also, if for some reason you want to use it on slides later, feel free to add the slides one as well. And I just click on that and tell it to install. And you may say yes. Now, obviously you notice there are some other things there. I really do caution you as your also tech coordinator. Remember, you should only install extensions like this for things that your teacher has told you to. So don't go just looking through that stuff and adding a bunch of extensions unless your teacher has told you to add it. You should not add it. So we can see Drawio's installing itself here. Okay. So we close that out. Now, when I want to make a flow chart or a circuit diagram, I would just go to add-ons, draw IO diagrams for docs, and I would choose, if I already have something made, I can just insert the diagram if I'm using it more than once, a new diagram. It's going to open the little draw IO. Do feel free, once I've had you put it, to use this in other classes as well and wow some of your teachers. We're going to start out with a new diagram. Now, just to show you kind of the different things, we in CSIM, we're going to start out with a blank diagram or with a flow chart, typically. But notice down the side here, we've got engineering charts, and some of these, you can see there's an electrical one right there. That will be handy. And there's another style of electrical. But you could start with a blank one and use each of the tools from each of those. So we're going to start with a blank diagram and create. Now, as a root folder, it's going to put it in your drive. You could pick a folder if you want. Root folder is fine with me. You're just telling it, yes, you may save it in my drive, or reminding it, say, hey, this is my drive. So a number of clicks here. so that everything is set up. Once you've set it up this first time, you will not have to go through all these different things. That's why I'm walking you through it. Um, so notice, we're letting Drawio, if we're in it, add files to our Google Drive and also manage files, meaning that if we're in Drawio and we say delete it, it's going to be able to delete that file too. So now we're in Drawio. Notice over here on the left is where we're going to find our symbols. There is the basic symbols, miscellaneous. This is where, like I said, may be handy for even other classes too. Advanced, which are just kind of some interesting. There's some more basics. Arrows. Flowchart. Which notice that most of these flowchart symbols, does have all the ones that we will use when making a flowchart, but most of them are found in the one we will use are found in the general as well. So, and if I click on more shapes, it would allow me to come here and look at and even add in. So if you're in Magic of Electrons, you probably want to come to this more shapes and add in electrical. Now, if you're coming to this place anyway, you can get rid of the ones you're likely not going to use. So we're probably not going to use a number of these. We're going to probably use the flow charts, the basic, the general, and maybe the arrows. So I'll leave them there. I hit apply. And now notice I've got arrows, which by the way, by re-clicking on it, I kind of collapse it. Flow chart, basic, advanced. Get rid of the, kind of knock these out. I'll leave my general open, my flow chart. And here, for those of you in electrical, here is where you will find all sorts of symbols far beyond what you will need. So, and also remember, with both flowcharts and electrical diagrams, you are also welcome to draw them neatly by hand and take a picture and upload it instead of using a Drawio diagram.